This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the Carl Hayden Robotics Club.
The Falcon Robotics program was started as a way to kind of have fun with kids involved in science and technology. So it just gradually grew and grew, basically just wanting to have fun with kids in science rather than just reading science out of a textbook.
Our goal, it's not about the robot, it's about inspiring students into science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So basically we have robotics competitions, we host competitions, we mentor, we do all kinds of stuff so that students can get involved and have a better appreciation for math and science.
Here in the robotics team, we've been established for approximately 10 to 11 years. It's been a pretty successful team at winning anything from awards for being the best team itself and being the best organized, entrepreneurship, or the robot itself. In 2004, our team entered the MATE competition. We had 4 guys go out to Santa Barbara where the competition was held. With the technical report combined with presentation and as the overall competition, they won first place their first year. The following year they got 3rd place, and then the year after that they got 2nd. We rely solely on other people's donations because anything we get is very useful to us.
We emphasize that you need to worry about the process more than what is physically or actually being learned, and therefore all the other learning will take care of itself. Because if they can think, they can solve any problem.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award the Carl Hayden Robotics Club with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the engineering program at Bioscience High School.
Students at our school, in their first 2 years, they complete all their basic science requirements. So their junior year, they get to choose a pathway, and it's sort of like a major in college. Our students are all challenged from all of their different courses to sort of look at the same types of problems, look at global issues. They learn the skills in each of their classes, but the engineering pathway is looking at the engineering lens perspective to solve some of the relevant challenges facing their communities or their world.
I joined Bioscience and Engineering because it's like other schools offer these programs, but it's really just bookwork. Like, these are hands-on things that'll prepare you for the real world. In the future, I want to become a mechanical electrical engineer. I feel that this is very much preparing me for it. We've been working on this for, well, I have for a year. The XR3 is a hybrid car that it has 2 motors, a diesel motor and an electrical motor. The biggest accomplishment we had for the whole year of working on it was to have an actual rolling chassis that we created ourselves.
We have an after-school program. It's called the E-Tech Club, which deals with engineering and environmental technologies, and this $1,000 award will be greatly appreciated, and probably specifically it'll help fund the vehicle project.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award Bioscience with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the MetroTech Computer and Networking Technology Program.
The Computer and Network Technology Program here at MetroTech is a 2-year program. It's designed specifically for juniors and for seniors. Students learn how to repair, do maintenance, and install software on computers. So we take a student that basically has a 0 level of knowledge, introduce them to software, to hardware, how to install drivers, motherboards, hard drives. We'll then begin to actually put that knowledge to utilization.
The reason I joined the computer networking program is because I'm a big PC gamer and I wanted to know how it works, like how data transfers between computers. My favorite thing is that I actually get to learn what's inside the computer, so I'm not just clueless on how it works.
I come here to learn about computer repair and programming. Well, what I like about this program is working with the operating system, also learning about the different cables and fixing them, and other programs within the network, and just learning a variety type of things within the hard drive.
There's a huge need for technology-based individuals, and this program offers that opportunity for the students.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award MetroTech with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the Skyline West Robotics Program.
What we're trying to do here is expose students to different technologies. And we want to expose them to those technologies so they can have an interest in them. They may not have an interest before, but maybe they do now, and look into those different fields as possible careers. Well, they're basically doing two things. One is building the robots, designing them, and programming them. So what we have to do is, when we build our robots, we have to figure out, well, what are we trying to get it to do? We figure out what we're going to do with our robot, how we can change the design, how we can improve it.
The reason I signed up for this program was mainly because I've always been interested in technology, as well as just the study of robotics and how things work, and just all the thought that goes into some of these things. But right now we're practicing on modifications, prototypes, etc. for a tournament or a competition in a few months, where there is a 12 by 12 square, and we have to pick up each one of the tennis balls without knocking over the cones. And my role in this is building, as well as doing a little bit of help programming and doing some of the testing of the prototypes. Well, towards the future, I definitely want to look into going to Grand Canyon University, and I personally want to major in the medical field. Doing the robotics program with all my friends here, it's kind of a bonding thing.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award the Skyline West Robotics Program with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the Brophy Robotics Program.
Brophy Robotics is a program that helps students build engineering skills and interpersonal skills as well that really will enable them to go anywhere and do what they want to do.
Okay, so the Brophy Robotics team was everything that I expected and more. I've always been interested in engineering since I was young. First it was taking things apart, then it was putting them back together, and that was a fixation that kind of grew on me, and I think it resembles a real professional environment of having that work ethic of planning something and having the time to do it, which is something that I hope to pursue as a career.
Well, I've always been a builder, so my freshman year when I stumbled upon Brophy Robotics team, I really thought this was kind of the place for me. For my career choice in the future, I'm looking into industrial design. So robotics being very hands-on and designing stuff has been very helpful in me learning how to overcome problems and basically problem solve. And it's also helping me to understand many aspects of engineering.
What I really hope they walk away with is the knowledge and the confidence that they can do pretty much anything they want to do and to solve pretty much any problem that they come up against.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award the Brophy Robotics Program with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is Xavier's Environmental Science Program.
The EPICS program is in engineering, projects, and community service. My AP Environmental Science class, they do work here at the Rio Salado Habitat, which is a city park, as their community service for that course.
Well, I originally got started in EPICS through my AP Environmental Science class. I wanted to get involved in the community in some impactful way, and this sounded like the perfect opportunity. The project that I put the most time into was making signs. We had a group that tested the water quality, and it was very poor, and a lot of people would come here and fish. And so we built signs saying that fishing is prohibited because of the health hazards. Even though engineering isn't something I want to pursue, it's still beneficial to political science, which is the field I want to study, and make a difference in this world through impactful projects like what we've done at the Rio Salado Habitat.
I'd like to become an engineer when I grow up. Both of my parents are engineers, so kind of been drawn towards that area of science. Our job was to rehabilitate the garden and install an irrigation system for the plants, which are the milkweeds. The EPICS program here let me have a taste of what engineering would be like working with the community.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award Xavier's Environmental Science Program with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the East Valley Institute of Technology Aviation Program.
We've got a pretty unique program out here at the new EVIT East Branch campus. It's an aviation program, quite unique, it's probably the only one in the country. What it is, a 2-year program that allows any passionate high school junior or senior start an aviation career. We have 6 different career pathways: flight, air traffic control, aircraft maintenance technology or A&P mechanic course, an unmanned aircraft systems operation course, airport management course, and also a flight attendant course. The first year the student comes here and he gets a taste of all of it. The second year they choose a specialty.
EVIT actually came to my elementary school when I was in 6th grade. In my sophomore year of high school, I kept researching and I finally just, started with my first year in the aviation program at EVIT last year. And that class set me up for this class, which is now the final goal in high school and then the stepping stone to the rest. I've been doing this now for 2 years, so I started my junior year, which gives you a big step ahead of everyone else who started after high school.
We don't just teach the academics, you've got to teach the work ethic and a mindset. Aviation is a very reliability-focused industry.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award the East Valley Institute of Technology Aviation Program with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the Red Mountain Television Production Program.
What we have is TV production. We get into all aspects of TV journalism. We try to tie a little content into movie production. A majority of it is TV broadcasting and what you would do inside of a journalistic portion of television.
What draws me to the RMT program would be the fact that I get the opportunity to work in front of the camera as a talent and behind the scenes as an editor as well. Currently, I am producing highlight features for our Friday night football games. For the projects, I will prepare my scripts and then I coordinate interviews with both players and coaches. I shoot the highlights at the actual Friday night football game. Then I'll go back and do my closing with a stand-up and edit it. After high school, I am planning on going to the Walter Cronkite School over at ASU so I can major in communications and do broadcasting. It would be amazing to get into sports broadcasting, so hopefully Rich Reed will contact me about some of my videos.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award the Red Mountain Television Production Program with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the Peoria High School MESA program.
Well, the MESA program is a program mainly designed for underrepresented minorities, and it's a program that encourages students, high school students and junior high students, to get involved in science, math, engineering, technology, and we try and do a lot of things so that they are prepared for college and eventually prepared for careers that involve those areas, either math, science, or technology. And one of the key things is problem solving. And so we use those different projects that we do to have the students solve a variety of problems.
This is the Peoria High School MESA program. MESA stands for Mathematics, Engineering, Science, and Achievement. This actually is our own upstate competition wind energy project. We convert the kinetic energy from the wind into electrical energy using voltage readers. I like the fact that we have to use like modern technology. You know, we could easily find things. Not that we're lazy or anything, but then it's very interesting. Well, in the future, I want to go into architecture. I think it's a really cool major.
It's not kind of a textbook type of thing. There's not always a right answer in there. They have to try things out. They have to experiment. They have to repair things and then retest. And so all those different trials they do kind of makes it like life, makes it like a career.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award Peoria High School with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Award recipient is the Cortez High School Engineering Science Program.
Our program, Engineering Science, basically takes pieces of different engineering programs, puts them together, and tries to give kids an essence of how to design, plan, fabricate, and implement an idea.
Right now we're working on building trebuchets, which are catapults. Trebuchet is a medieval weapon that they use to bombard castles with, and we built everything on SolidWorks, and now we're taking it from SolidWorks and making it out of wood.
The program we use is called SolidWorks, and we use it to create a three-dimensional design of what we're going to build before we actually build it. So we get an idea of what the measurements would be and what the physics of things would be before we get an idea of how we're going to build it and what we're going to do to it.
One of the things this class has taught me is how to get over frustration logically, and you can actually look back, step back, take a look at it, and deductively figure out how to fix the problem before you just start freaking out. I've had a great experience working in this class. Now, actually seeing what's on the computer in my hands is really awesome. Really cool.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award Cortez High School with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the Moon Valley Mechanical Drafting Program.
I have students who have had drafting in previous years, and they take this class to use the software that they learn in their beginning years to learn how to design and build things that they come up with. We have students who are interested in becoming engineers or architects or drafters. So those students get a chance to try things, try new things. They get challenges, so they get a chance to do some things other than sit in their desk and read and write.
First thing, we begin by drawing the whole object together, mapping out all the details, putting in the measurements. After we're done with the whole drafting thing, is that we send it over to the 3D printer. We wait a couple hours to get the 3D printer going. Once it's all done and set, we can put that in robots, assemblies, and anything we can think of. We can create a lot of stuff in the 3D printer. Most things I make on the 3D printer are symbols from real life things and video games and stuff.
Some of the stuff I've seen are some rims that students have designed. They've designed all kinds of different puzzles. Some students were designing a subwoofer for their car. I'm sure there are a lot of ideas that are still to come.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award Moon Valley with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Award recipient is the Ironwood Engineering Program.
I want to be an architect when I grow up, so I figured this would be a great beginning.
Well, in this classroom, what we start with is our exploring drafting.
We get to use a lot of the different softwares that the actual architects are using.
What my students are working on is a laser engraved picture.
You kind of get to do hands-on and explore like different things. With the 3D printer, I never knew about that.
The roller coasters and the Kinects actually follow a set of instructions. What they have to use is their creativity. The rubber roller coaster is actually designed to incorporate the physics and the math. So they have to actually manipulate the rubber to make the track work from start to finish.
Now that I took this engineering course, it kind of makes me want to look further into other types of engineering.
What I would like my students to take away from this is just that sense of excitement about the field of engineering.
It's kind of cool to be able to design something. The ultimate goal is to be able to look at a building and think, wow, I designed that.
My students and I would like to thank Cox Charities and UTI for their generous donation for our program.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award the Ironwood Engineering Program with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award. This game's Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute Technology Award recipient is the Centennial Engineering Program.
Well, this is a Centennial Engineering Program, and I love it. It's a program that focuses on 16 different types of engineering. We try to take a little piece of each engineering field and get the kids excited about it.
It's a hands-on course. It's an expression of yourself. You can build this and that and see what it is, and you're never wrong.
What I enjoy about building the robots is I kind of get to think outside the box. It's just venturing out and doing your own thing.
When I got into this class, I was saying, oh, it's an easy class. I can just blow it over, you know? But to the point I am now, I've learned so much, and I love it. Our teacher just sets it on the computer and gives us a program and says, just figure it out. And to me, that's amazing. That's what I'm here for.
My goal is when they leave the Centennial Engineering Program, that they have a career focus. It's not just I'm graduating my high school, woohoo, I'm done. It's I know that's what I want to be, and I found that in Centennial Engineering.
When I first grew up, I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do. I grew into wanting to be an architectural engineer, and that's what I want to do now.
What I'd like to do in the future is be a nuclear physicist.
In my future career that I'd like to do, I'd like to venture into X-ray technician or a field tech engineer.
Cox Communications and Universal Technical Institute are proud to award the Centennial Engineering Program with a $1,000 Technology and Education Award.